Hello students, today we will see what is memorandum and the contents of memorandum. The memorandum is a document of great importance in relation to the proposed company. It is a fundamental document of the company. It is a charter of the company and defines the reasons for existence of a company. Memorandum of Association is compulsory required for incorporation of a company. It contains the fundamental conditions required for incorporation. The memorandum shows the relation between company and outsiders. So, what is memorandum? It is a fundamental document of a company. It is a charter of a company. It is compulsory required for the registration of the company and it shows the relation between company and outsiders. Now we will see the contents of memorandum. The memorandum of every company shall contain the clauses which we are discussing now. First clause is name clause. In this clause, the name of the company is given. For the public company, the name of the company should end with the words limited, that is LTD, and the name of the private company should end with the words private limited, that is PVT LTD. See here, I have given an example. If suppose XYZ is the name of the company, so XYZ Limited, it is a public company. XYZ Private Limited, it is a private company. Every company has to put its name outside of every place where the business of the company is carried. The company should be, the name should be written in local language. In case of one-person company, the word should be written below the name of the one-person company. So यहाँ पे मैंने एक example दिया है, देखो ABC is the name of a one-person company, उसके नीचे bracket में क्या लिखना है, one-person company. For charitable company, section 8 companies. Now all of you know that the charitable companies are not established to earn the profit. They are established for a charitable purpose, for the promotion of science, arts, culture, research, charity, and so on. The central government may allow registration of such company without using the word limited or private limited at the end of its name. इसका मतलब है कि चैरिटेबल कंपनी को आपके नाम के आगे लिमिटेड और प्राइवेट लिमिटेड वर्ड्स लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Now there are some rules of the government which should be followed by the companies while selecting the name. First है undesirable name should be avoided. Now, what are the undesirable name according to the central government? These names are identical name or resemble too nearly to the name of the existing company. Means, no new company should give the name to its company which is already existed or which resembles too nearly to the name of the existing company. Second है, the company should not use the name which is prohibited under the Emblems and Names Act 1950. Under this, a company should not give the name like UNO, WHO, the Indian National Flag, Prime Minister of India. As well as the company should refrain from using the words like National, Stock Exchange, Bank, King, Queen, Emperor. So कोई भी नई कंपनी अपने कंपनी को नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज, बैंक, किंग, क्वीन, एम्परर, WHO, द इंडियन नेशनल फ्लैग ऐसे नाम नहीं दे सकती. Name of the company should not include the word or words which are offensive to any section to the public, and the name should not suggest a business which is not proposed to be undertaken. Means जो business company नहीं कर रहा है उसके so the name should not suggest a business which the company is not doing. So these are some rules which a company should follow while selecting the name. The second clause is registered office clause. Now under this clause, the name of the state is given in which the registered office of the company is situated. For example, if the registered office is situated in Maharashtra, the name of Maharashtra will come here. If it is situated in Karnataka, the name of the Karnataka will come here. It is also called as domicile clause because it states whether the company is an Indian company or foreign company. A company cannot commence its business without having a registered office. Every company should have a registered office from the day one of its commencement of a business. कंपनी के जो बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स है, रजिस्टर ऑफ मेंबर्स है एंड अदर स्टैट्यूटरी बुक्स है which are required to be kept at the register office of a company, as well as all the documents of the company like letterheads, bills, invoices, receipts must contain registered office address along with its name. All communication through documents to the company should be sent to the registered address of the company. Next clause is object clause. Now, this clause contains the objects for which the company proposed to be incorporated. This object clause states the activities which the company can do. It lays down the boundaries of the company's activities. Even the board of directors' activities are within the scope of this object clause. Here we can say memorandum. All the activities which are within the scope of object clause are intra-virus and they are binding upon the company. And any activities which are beyond the scope of memorandum are ultra-virus and they are void. Now, these objects should not be illegal. That is, the activities of the company should not be illegal. This object clause also states that where the shareholders' money is utilized. From this clause, the shareholders can understand where their money are utilized. Next है liability clause. This liability clause states the liability of its members. Limited liability company. Now, if the company has a limited liability, this clause states whether the liability is limited by shares or limited by guarantee. Now, liability limited by shares means here the members' liability is limited up to the face value of shares or unpaid amount on shares. For example, I will tell you, if a person has purchased a share of 10 rupees, then his liability towards the company is 10 rupees. And if he has already paid 5 rupees to the company, then his liability is only 5 rupees, the remaining amount of the shares. So his liability is only 5 rupees to pay to the company. Now, limited by guarantee. Limited by guarantee means here it states the liability which is limited to the amount which every member will have to contribute at the timing of winding up of the company. Now, when the company is established and if the members has a liability at limited by guarantee, every member guarantees that when the company goes into liquidation, he will contribute a specific amount. So that amount is given here. Then capital clause. Now this clause states the amount of capital which the company is registered. This capital is also called as registered capital, nominal capital or authorized capital. This capital should be stated in Indian rupees only. Now the company can issue preference share as well as equity share or both the shares. So in this capital clause, the company should mention that which type of shares they are issuing, as well as it should specify the amount of share in which the capital is divided. For example, if a company has 10 lakh rupees capital and if the company has divided this capital into 10 rupee per share, then the company will specify like this: 1 lakh shares into rupees 10 per share. This clause specifies the amount which a company can raise at any time by issue of shares. The stamp duty paid on Memorandum of Association and other documents is depend upon the nominal capital. The filing fees of various documents to the registrar is also depend upon the nominal capital. Next is subscription clause. The Memorandum of Association should be signed by the subscribers in front of at least one witness. In case of public company, 7 members should sign the memorandum, and in case of private company, at least 2 members should sign the memorandum. In case of one person company, one person should sign the memorandum. Now in the subscription clause, the name of the subscribers are given as well as the number of shares purchased by the subscribers are also written in front of their names. Last is nomination clause. This is a newly introduced clause for one person company. In this clause, the name of the nominee is written who will take the charge of one person company after the death of the subscriber of one person company. So these are the various clauses of the memorandum. So we will see once again. So first is name clause, in which the name of the company is given. Second is registered office clause. In this clause, the name of the state is given in which the registered office of the company is situated. Next is object clause. This is the most important clause of the memorandum, which states the objects for which the company is proposed to be incorporated. Yeah, in this object clause, the scope of the activities are given beyond which the company can't do any activities. Next is liability clause, which states the liability of its members. Next is capital clause, which states the amount of capital with which the company is registered. Next is subscription clause. Under this clause, the subscribers should sign the memorandum, and in case of public company, at least 7 members should sign the memorandum, and in case of private company, 2 members should sign the memorandum, and in case of one person company, 1 person should sign the memorandum. And nomination clause, this clause is especially for one person company, and in this clause the name of the nominee is given. Thank you.